On this Veterans Day, we often find these stories weave in and out of the financial markets. Elton Johnson is a man who fought and served for our country for more than 3 decades, 7 different deployments, and now runs a broker-dealer. He joins us along with Charlie Gasparino, his friend, and it's welcome day for both of you guys. I want to first start, Elton, with the tumultuous markets and how you as a broker-dealer are seeing flows and managing to keep the piping open and flowing during this constantly shifting ground underneath our feet.
Well, Liz, I'm happy to be here, first of all. I've been a stockbroker for 43 years, and the fact that I'm still working gives you an indication of what an expert I am on the markets. But I will say that vaccines is what's driving the positive momentum in the last 3 days in the market. And how long it continues, we have no idea. But I think there'll be a lot of uncertainty, and that more and more people will be stepping to the sidelines as the election process draws out. So it's tough to call.
Elton, Charlie Gasparino here.
Sure, Charlie.
Nice to meet you. Your bio is impressive. But here's the most impressive thing, I think. You went off to war. You had to, I guess you were in the special forces at that point. You had to put your business on hold, and then you came back and restarted it. And you restarted it as a business that's basically dedicated to soldiers, wounded vets. Can you tell us a little bit about AmeriVet and what it does?
Sure, Charlie. AmeriVet is the kind of unique in that we're the only disabled vet-owned and minority-owned broker-dealer on Wall Street, where the CEO and the disabled vet is a Black combat veteran. And what our primary purpose is institutional markets, where we try and form counterparty relationships and create opportunities for veterans on Wall Street. We've been around 26 years, but as you said, most people have never heard of us because for a 12-year period, I was actually on active duty, so the firm was inactive. The first inactive firm, by the way, since World War II, because of my situation.
Wow.
Go ahead, Liz.
That's unbelievably gutsy, and to me, to put that on hold, Americans think about the American dream. Part of it, obviously, for you was to serve your country. What do you make of the situation that you see right now with the markets and how frightening it is? We're seeing something we've never seen before, at least in our lifetimes, and that is the pandemic. And what is your advice to investors right now who may be trying to navigate through this?
My advice to investors is just to remain calm. That's the primary thing. I've seen everything. I remember the hoopla when the Dow hit 1,000. I've seen stuff that I've never seen before. I mean, it's like its turn is practically brand new. It's something that we have to deal with that we've never seen before. So I would just say it's the same as being in the combat situation. You just have to stay calm. You have to stay what they call mission oriented, but what I call battle focused. Just have your goals in place and just stick with your routine. It's the best you can do.
Elton, let me ask you this, since I know you guys do some degree of municipal bond work. I know you're one of your guys, Frank McKenna, who specializes in that. Is an old friend of mine for many years. He worked at Merrill and various places, and now he's working for you. Where do you see the muni bond market going? There's a lot of conflicting trends. Like, for example, New York City and New York State needs to issue a lot of bonds, but they're facing massive budget deficits. I mean, are muni bonds a place where people, because of the pandemic, obviously, are muni bonds a place where it's still attractive right now for the average investor?
Well, I got to tell you, Charlie, I'm the type of guy who likes to stay in his lane, so munis is not my expertise. But I do know from talking to Frank, which we call Low Man Frank, munis are having a tough time because a lot of these agencies, a lot of these municipalities, because of the COVID situation, they're hurting business-wise in regards to their revenues. So I don't know how that's going to pan out, but I think some way, somehow they'll find a solution, and this thing will work itself out. It just remains to be seen.
So I just want to make sure you're completely retired from you're completely retired from the armed services, correct?
I did 37 years, wanted to do 40, but I was caught up in the mandatory drawdown back in 2013. So basically, they had to drag me out of the service because I enjoyed being in the military, and I'm very proud of what I did.
My dad was a Marine.
We're proud of having you on.
Food?
Wow.
Well, to tell you the truth, the Marine was what I was set on, but I wanted to become a paratrooper, and I was in the Marine Reserves. And of course, the budgetary issues with the Marines, so it was impossible for me to do that. So I transferred over to the Army, became a paratrooper, got my commission, did some time in Special Forces, but I didn't get tabbed. And then 9/11 came along, and boom, I was gone with all the other reservists.
Well, good luck with your business now. The country thanks you. Liz, thanks for having him on. Thanks for having me participate.
Oh, of course.
Back to you, Liz.
Are you kidding me?
Thanks, Liz.
Listen, we thank Elton for tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, 37 years. Thank you so much for your service and for what you're doing today at AmeriVet.